Hello everybody and welcome back to Anno 1800. My name is TStrat, and when we last left off, we were dealing with Hopefell and Hopefell, our two islands in the Arctic. And I actually just managed to produce enough lanterns for everybody. So I got Brass up here, we got it going, and Lady Faithful asks if we're ready to bring on our ice breachers. So let's say yes to this one.
Are our ice breaches ready?
Actually, is this the ship I want to take? Excalibur? Which ones do I have up here? And Celestial. Sure. Let us deliver our icebreakers to the blockade, and they can get a crack on with breaking the ice, trying to get through this strait here to keep searching for her husband. Meanwhile, this random ship is just chilling here. I don't know why. I mean, I had it exploring, but I just don't know why I forgot about it or whatever. Let's have it come down here. I was gonna do what I was gonna do with that ship. What I was gonna do with Excalibur, which is get some lumber from this island to the other island, which I have begun to set up some things. Why did this get destroyed? That's awkward. I didn't know why it got destroyed. But one thing that I've done, I have critical workforce here for a reason. I have started producing, or begun the process of producing sleeping bags. Hopefully this island can supply the sleeping bags for both islands and get them all nice. However, this island is vastly smaller, and it's becoming very apparent how small this island actually is when I basically built this, and I was like, oh, I'm out of room. And I don't have enough workforce. So one thing I can do is send pemmican over. So have more pemmican on this. Look how much room this island has. This island has more room here that I'm not using than this island has in its entirety. That's the difference of the scale of these two. Anyway, so I'm gonna probably make more pemmican. Produce that a bit more. So I need another camp, and here's my oil lamp factory. That's doing all right. Make basically a second cookhouse maybe. So something like that. Which, to be fair, this is kind of what I was hoping for with that setup there. But we won't do this just yet.
It's a magnet for genius.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I want to make sure that I'm like stable on everything before I crack on with it. Here we go. We are ready. That was quick. Ooh, cinematic. Oh yeah. Oh, I love it.
All we're asking for is protection.
Okay. What do you got here? Oh, what? There you go. See, you just ignore them long enough, and then they're like, hey, we're sorry. Here's what we need. Window carpentry and window makers provide provides electricity and wood veneers to them. Yes, sir. You can stay.
The expedition must have been really stubborn to venture up there.
All right, let's make our way through. There's still a tight squeeze,
Really
but
expect to take those boats.
I mean, they expect it to go all the way, right?
It's our human right.
Oh,
Steady her course.
I didn't get very far with it.
You'll make yourself a target.
Here's the
What does it
Styx and the
take for a
Hades.
captain to abandon his ship, to cross the ice by foot. No ship, even an icebreaker, can carry us from here. Nor will we cover enough ground on foot.
Oh no, they took off onto the freezing north.
An airship, you do. Hey, what do you mean? Borrow mine. Get out of it. Why not build your own airships? You'll want to employ a lot of fuss-pot sued stokes, so watch out.
I have no idea how expensive that will be, but here. I hope that's a start.
Do you remember when that amount of coin would have like saved us early game? Wow, we've come a long way. Alright, let's send this ship back down. Get the stuff that I wanted. We don't need. Oh, that's funny. I have a lot of. I don't know if these are called charcoal kilns. They are. That's funny. I actually have a thing for charcoal kilns up here, but it's not useful. Let's grab this. Let that sawmill, the one sawmill we have, kind of supply us for a little bit longer. Send that over here. All right, so we do have a lot of things to do. One of them is to attract technicians, and we actually, oh, of course. Well, I really do need the wood on the other island too. Let's just wait a minute for them to do that. I saw something about an anarchist demanding something, so let's quickly check that out. Is there something in here? That was that was the explosion. Ruins. Workforce shortages. But I don't see anything about quests for anarchists or anything, so I think we're okay. Actually wanted to see, is there a town hall around here? I don't think there is. I had this trade union, which produces extra rum, provides electricity to my schnapps distillery, so I don't need to bring electricity here.
What brings you here, master?
And I can have a smaller amount of schnapps. Carpentry works and woodmaker. Are these called carpentry works? No. Are the wood veneers for this called carpentry works? What is carpentry works? Well, the window makers, the glass makers, sorry, are some people who can benefit from that item. Yeah, all window makers. I wonder if Trelawney has them close enough.
Few sundries.
Mm-hmm. I love how that still goes off. It's like just how cool it is for everybody to see. They are just outside of this trade union. I set this up very specifically to get everything in this square. But if this was flipped around, it would catch these.
Oh, have I made too many?
Yeah, you did. That's alright though. Like, I'm honestly tempted to just kind of push them up. They're actually not producing anything right now, so wood veneers wouldn't be useful. I think the big thing I need wood veneers for eventually. So, this is what I would use it for. right? The gramophones. However, there is the guy who takes gramophones and makes them. Well, this one produces gramophones. There is one that I have somewhere who changes the input of gramophones to just wood, which I think is what I have in Ditchwater. This one. No. Clockmakers. I definitely have this somewhere. This one. No. Man, I really thought it. Wait. Am I not making gramophones anywhere?
Welcome to the...
That'll be interesting to find out.
We have reached capacity.
No, light bulbs, spectacles. You know, I don't think I'm actually making gramophones. I don't need them yet, do I? Oh, no, I do. Am I getting gramophones, like, purely from those other resources? That would be actually kind of nuts. I may not actually be producing gramophones on this island. I only have one. Are they being supplied by you? No. Oh gosh. This is like a crash waiting to happen. This might have been something that just unlocked and I wasn't watching. You know what? Earlier we were talking about how our balance dropped by a ton. I'm curious. Is it going to drop down to 13? What were we at, like 13? How far is it going to go?
Farmers? Didn't know we still had the blighters. Come to think of it, did see some wretches plodding about the estate.
Wow.
Probably poaching my grouse.
That investor is such a dick. Wow. Farmers? I can't believe we have such things still. Oh my gosh. Pish posh. You know, I think that was probably the issue. So we don't have gramophones. Where did I think I saw that? Was that in the items when I was looking through stuff? Gramophones. Gramophone factory. So that's the guy we just got, right? I think. Or... Oh yeah, so these are... So I need to look at unknowns for it. Let's see what we got here. All production buildings. Workforce. Look at this, though. This guy's insane. Extra goods, pocket watches, glasses, penny farthing, steam carriages, and sewing machines. Wow. That guy would be an amazing addition. Affects all light bulbs and gramophone factories with all that bonus. That's beautiful. I swear there was something though. This one. Johann the Inventor. Instead of wood veneers, building processes timber. So I don't have him yet. But I need to look for him because that might be a way better thing than this other stuff of like trying to create wood veneers. Although it's not actually that hard to make wood veneers. But like, why would I have another extra building when I could just use timber, you know? Actually, even though I don't have them, it might be worth just setting it up right now, since I need them anyway. So that's about 5K on that balance is just gramophones, which is very interesting to me.
Sales
I wonder why it dropped so low in that last episode. Not entirely sure what happened there. Now, I will say I have decided on a name for this between episodes, and I was thinking about it. So if you guys have suggestions for them, I still like listen to the suggestions and see what you have to say. But what I'm thinking is we have essentially the HMS Hades and the Styx. So there's a very Greek underworld theme. So I'm going to name this one Persephone. And I really hope I spelled that right. Let me just double check that I spelled that right, actually. I think I did. Persephone. Yeah. Most Greek names are spelled as they sound. So it should be all right. Ah,
Never mind. The day is worse than usual.
of course. I moved the ranger station so it's not in range anymore. I moved it here so it could reach all of these because it wasn't hitting these guys or these guys. So I moved him from here down to here so then these guys got the flu. Of course.
Is there something wrong?
But Persephone will be here. And over here to match Persephone because it's also winter themed. Demeter. So we have Persephone and Demeter. The two goddesses, mother and daughter, and Demeter is the one who causes winters to happen on the world whenever Persephone goes to the underworld and does her duties as queen of the underworld. Very cool. Also, it's kind of interesting as a lot of people don't really think about this, but Persephone's not related to spring or anything like that. It just happens to coincide that Demeter causes spring when Persephone comes back. Persephone, her job as a goddess is just goddess of the underworld. That's her power set. That's her position. But a lot of people get it kind of mixed up with that, which is kind of cool. Cool how people interpret, Greek myth and all that. I like these boats. These are awesome. Are they gonna shoot it?
The epidemic spreads across your city.
Nice. Oh, and then the boat comes and bashes through. Oh man, that's great. All right, I brought some of the wood back so we can actually upgrade these guys. Let's get our first technicians. Bam.
A new milestone.
New milestone. Awesome. So they will need a post office. They'll need canned food because of course everybody needs canned food. The nice thing about this is that half of my artisans and engineers don't actually need the canned food I'm making, so I probably have quite a bit extra. Oh, and huskies. They get huskies. Nice. We need to build an airship hangar. How big is this thing? This thing's huge. Where would be a good spot for it? This is kind of trapped. I don't like this. I kind of like hangars to be more open. Ooh. Ooh, this is a cool spot. Yeah, I like it right on the corner here. I mean, it's a little far from everything else, but that also is like kind of a good quality. And let's squeeze it in there.
Build a hangar first. Good thought. Yeah. Better hope the ice don't melt, or that'll be the first thing to go.
Alright, let's just let's get a little road coming back down. Let's just maybe make it right along this mountainside. And then we'll connect it. Ooh, that's almost, well, that's fine. Got a little zigzag there, but that's all right. All right, so we'll need to start by flattening the area and making it all good. So we'll need 100 technicians for that. We'll probably need to keep increasing our technician population to handle this. But we do actually require, cement. We also need cement and extra timber. So, do I have any extra boats hanging around? I do.
On our way.
All right. And we could also actually, on our way up, we could probably bring up some canned food just to like start that process. And then this can turn into our canned food guy for them as well if we need to. We could also add it to the coal route, but I kind of want to keep the coal its own thing. I might actually just make it coal all the way and then have the brass come up with the canned food. That might be a good way to do it. It was cement, right? Do we need... I'm trying to think of how much we need. I don't know, something like that. Is there anything else? Oh, you know, whoops, that's not what I wanted. You know, might as well actually bring up some wood. Why not? Just throw that in there. We're using a lot of it, so go to Persephone. Go. I love it. There are actually different names now. It's amazing. Why are the ships inside each other? Oh, so many grapes. Honestly, like, I was complaining about how it's taking all of my wine and I don't have enough anymore. I have so many grapes. Maybe I just make more wine? I only have one champagne cellar. These are capping out. You know what? Where's champagne? It's over here. Can I fit another one in here? I probably can if I move the road.
Production should
Boom.
exist to meet human needs, nothing more.
But you like potatoes. Alright. I feel like this would benefit from the road to this warehouse. Just a little bit, yeah. For sure. Alright, well that's cool. That'll start doing that stuff. What else do we need for technicians? We're gonna need eventually these other things. Oh my gosh, a harbor master. We can have depots. It's the first thing I'm building. Let's put it way off over the side because we might have more whaling stations depending on how many we need. I'm gonna put this off over here just to like keep it a little out of the way. Actually, I've already. You know, maybe I just take this corner. Whoops! No! Don't touch that. That was the wrong button. Okay. It's just like that. Excellent. So that'll give us some good coverage. So we can have 400 now. That's much better. It's no docklands or anything, but it'll do. It'll do. All right. I'm tempted to make another one. Just these are things that like I'm gonna build and then immediately be like, I don't want this. Does this even reach? Of course it doesn't reach. That's why I don't want to do this.
It's Arctic.
$90. Cool. Sounds good to me. Make another one like here. Don't need that. Cool. Alright, so a post office seems like it's probably just going to be a building, kind of like the ranger station. And then we'll have the lodge, which looks like, since it's administration, I'm assuming that's kind of like a town hall thing? Maybe? Doesn't look like we can make any of the other things yet. Like the Huskies aren't going to be until we're 750. Now, ooh, and parkas. And of course they need coffee, because they need coffee.
New orders,
Um,
Admiral.
Are they building? They're making... We're making good stuff over here, right? They don't even need it yet. In that case, why don't I just... I'm honestly tempted to make another charter route here. Because it's literally just the sleeping bags. If I do here and here, it doesn't cost me any influence, so do it. Who knows? That'll let's hope that works out. Honestly, if I don't increase the population over on Seal Island, like that's all they need to do. They don't really need to, like, bear abundance I have over here. Like their entire goal is to provide seals. So job done, assuming that they don't keep dying. Arctic flu. It's just Arctic flu, huh? Which means I just need to get a ranger station down. I should probably build it like in here, but I don't have that much. Yeah, it's gotta be like in here. Here, let's take this out right now. We'll put in a ranger station. So squeeze in another house. Hey, look at that! My little schooner trader app. I love it. Love it. It's awesome. I can't. Oh, and pemmican. That's right. I can send pemmican back to raise this. So, okay. How much am I making between the two islands? Let's do both. We need one pemmican. I'm making less than one. So, in that case, I'll need to make at least one more, like, full set, right? I was making... I was doing whales for something else. Was it for this? Yeah. So, since that requires whales... Oh, you know what? That's probably what's taking from it, right? Because I have 1 and 1. And then the other one is 30 seconds. So...
Well, at once.
This is 30... Oh, no, this is a minute. I thought that was 30 seconds. Never mind. In that case... I think... Why do you keep getting flu, man? They're just chilly. They're out of schnapps. Doesn't give them enough heat. Hopefully the sleeping bags will help.
Hold the crane.
Yeah, delivered all its coal. We're doing pretty good on coal. And we have enough coal right now to support our furnaces. And then we could get rid of them later if we need to. So that's fine.
We're in the presence of a virtuoso.
Ooh, veteran fighter. Firefighter. Nice. I was looking at intermediate. We're doing great on brass. That's doing alright. We just got our first shipment from there as well. So definitely doing alright. I know there's ruins. Everyone's dying. It's awful. It's weird. I don't actually like deploy rangers. Which is interesting. Oh, it's missing heat up here. Cool. Not optimal, but for now it'll do. Alright, pemmican. Caribou hunting lodge. Can we put it? Cool. Right there. I don't know. That seems to be alright. And then we'll just have, we have the other kitchen here. We'll run that. And then what I think I'll do is, let's see. Well, this is coming back, right? This, how much did it? It only made 2 sleeping bags in that time, and I know they're not like super efficient, but that's kind of telling me it's about 4 per trip that it was making with the sleeping bags, right? So maybe if I did just like, I don't want to overdo a charter route, and I guess I could change it if it's too crazy, right? Because I can like open this up. Yeah, I can change that. So let's do a charter route. I like this because I don't actually have to build.
Spreads across your city.
Oh, now I need influence. Alright. I don't have any influence left, so I'm kind of just like trying to do everything I can without using influence. I guess we'll make a trade route with my frigate? Sounds weird. Let's load pemmican. And we'll unload pemmican at Demeter. But what we can do, so I'll send this right now and just leave it at 50. But what we can do here is after this takes its 50.
You can rely on us.
I don't know where you're going. Where the hell are you going, dude? Oh, waiting for trade.
The epidemic left.
Because this cargo ship's here.
Abandoned.
Oh wait, no, this is what I just sent up. Hang on. Boom. Cool. It's weird. It's like waiting in line.
Cargo stations.
Get set to snag the market then, eh?
Oh, nice. Upgraded one of my goods.
Don't think you'll be getting any more.
This now reaches. That's good. Oh. Oil refinery blew up. Need 8 wood. I feel like that's been a thing. Oh man, I just realized that probably has been there.
Attention for the Admiral.
I feel like I've seen that a couple times.
One final look.
Let's get some wood over to the Isla so I can fix things.
Set sail.
It hasn't had wood forever. Coffee shortage on Perseverance. Sure, I don't really care. I like how, like, for some things, I'm like, yeah, no, it has all its... These are literally following each other. This is, like, the worst. Oh, yeah, I was going to put a cap. So, how much is it making? I feel like we have to put, like, a 10 cap on here. Because otherwise, it's just going to give all of it over. It's not going to have time to like produce anymore. Like we only have like 2 or so.
Well,
Everyone needs
not
it.
dead yet.
Hopefully they don't use the sleeping bags too quickly either. Well, sleeping bags should be okay. We have a lot of canned goods. We just need more technicians. So can I upgrade? It's the issue. Pemmican's also obviously the issue. And I think I needed 100 for this, right? I do. Can I make... I can make pemmican on this island, right?
It's the Arctic. I expected to struggle.
Yeah, I kind of figured this would fix as soon as I gave it them food. But I can actually make some on this island, so maybe that's better than the trade route. So I can, again, do like a double up thing. Does this require heat? It does. Of course it does. You don't have whales. Never mind, that won't work.
I lost all sensation in my hands long ago.
Is there a seal island with whales? There is. This one has whales on it, but it's smaller. What about this one? This one's the bigger one, but I guess not the bigger one, but the rounder one. None of these seal islands have whales on them. Except for that one that's tiny as heck, and I don't think I could do the same thing here. Because like like this right here is like half that island. Just like these buildings here. And that wouldn't give me any room for anything else. I mean, at most I can only fit 3 seals on here. How many did I make? 2. So it's about 2 every run that it's doing. How are we doing over here?
The ropes.
So no pemmican going back yet. I don't know. It's going to be kind of weird. I might have to make just a lot more pemmican to like keep it going. But I think for now it'll be okay. Let's just upgrade all of these. That's probably 100. Back here. Where's my boat? Oh, there it is. It's so slow. I also, technically, I could get rid of these ship of the lines and things like that, the pirate frigates and all that to get more influence, but then I'm literally 0 naval power, and that makes me nervous with somebody like Vicente Silva, who could probably kill me right now if he wanted to, like in terms of just military might. I don't like that, but I also don't know what to do about it. I literally have
Muchas gracias.
like no influence
There's only a few
anywhere.
things I remember were better when I was young.
Puzzle
I wouldn't
quest.
ask if I could do it
Ah, he
myself.
makes me find it. That's not a puzzle. Finding alpaca. Not a. I mean, wait, is it? I mean, these are all alpaca. They're all right here. What do you mean? What do you mean by it? Some have escaped into running around the town. Of course they are. Okay. You see any alpaca? That looked like an alpaca, but I couldn't click it. Like right here. A lot of people moving on the street right now. This person has balloons. That's cute. Where are they at? There's a bunch.
I'm feeling really
Wood
proud.
ash. Cool. Finally that's taken care of. Okay. So we have 100, I believe. 240. Let's start this up. Oh, and I probably need a probably need one of these. Does it require heat to work on it? Yeah, it looks like it does. So we'll just plop this right here. And that should be alright. Did all of those. And this now requires a post office. It's just an unfortunate amount of spacing there. Let's do it here. And then I can... Well, maybe not. Maybe one of these can fit here. Yeah.
Respite?
Does this reach all the way? Oh, this doesn't even reach all the way. Oh, you know what? This will be better. That's a better fit in there anyway. Cool. So that should reach all of these dudes, and that'll give me a couple more of those technicians. So we're at 284. We're actually a little low on the workers, probably because I'm building a lot of things for them to do. But that's all right. We can always just sneak in a few more, like so. And I think everyone's doing okay as far as their needs all being met. They have heat going. They don't have any schnapps. I think this cargo ship could probably carry canned food and schnapps, which are two things that we do need to retrieve from the old world. So I'm gonna set up that route for this guy. And Kraken's calls a sick name, but I think I'll call it Schnapp. I don't think Schnapp is Schnapp a double A? Schnapp. Just one A. Two P's. I knew there were two of something in there. Schnapps and beans. It sounds like a company. I love it. Open the trade menu. Schnapps and beans. We need to make a trade route. So we're going to go from there to Old World. Ditchwater. And we're going to load up on canned food. And schnapps, which I have plenty of. So we'll get 3 of each, maybe. And we'll set minimums on ditchwater to make sure we're not overindulging. But we will send it on its way. I like it. I like it in this order because it's a little nice. All right. And we'll call this trade route. Old World. Artic. Food. Cool. So in Ditchwater, I'll just make sure that I have those minimums set on here. Ah, we must be buying those cigars from her, so that's good.
Anyway.
And then in here we just have to set our minimums. No, 200. Sounds good. 200 is a pretty, like, for me that's a number that's like on something that can go by really quickly. 200 I feel like is a very solid number to kind of catch you in case you mess up something. So for instance, I stopped production of furs so long ago. How's that going? Oh, see, we're almost at 200, so that's good to see. But it means that I'm actually able to do this import. Oh, look at all these things that are in here now. So we have schnapps are now a good trade good.
The giving type.
How close are we to the next level? We're almost at the next level. Let's see. What if I did set of jewelry now? I can trade for furs. Maybe 2 things trading for furs.
Pull up your braces and thrust into the unknown. Now.
I don't need to do any more quests. Yeah. So I don't know how many sold recently in that, but we have the 2 of them running now. I don't think 2 of them is making 100 in the time that Tobias is going through, but we can also, like, just since we have that cap, he's not going to take any more, which is fine. And I think opportunity is also trading that, so it's doing pretty good. Trading the rum, the schnapps, and that's what's obviously causing the schnapps. Actually, this is insane because the schnapps are almost back to full, and you just traded 200 of them. So, and it's also, you know, sending schnapps around. Also, this clipper is not trading soap fast enough if we import it in. The whole Docklands thing is something that like is kind of baffling to me, how much is being sent through. Look at that! Coal is overflowing. Yes! Such a good thing. It means we can actually start taking these out if we don't need it, right? Because if my coal is maxed and it's going to the other island, that is beautiful. Very nice. Ooh. You need something?
My picture taken so that I receive very wise, I should think. Please don't leave your trace unattached, sir.
Alright, let's get your photo of your high-end equipments. No? Was that not it? Anyway. Cool.
And I'm grateful.
Very nice. How are we doing with this? We're getting there. We're getting there. You fulfilled the trade in spirit. Everything's going okay. Going all right. Taking them as they come in. All right. So it looks like we do have enough technicians to start thinking about parkas. Although I'm really excited for these next couple things because look at this. We have deep gold mines. We don't really need it, but we have it. And we have gas mines. At this point, this is probably when we want the airships to be ready so we can produce gas. And they technically aren't electricity, but it's gas related, right? The huskies are cool. So parkas are seal and bear. So that's going to be important. We also can make fur over here. That's kind of neat, but don't really need to. But I think I want to say the fur produces faster. 15 seconds versus spirits our fur place. This produces... How fast are you? A minute. So one fur in the Arctic is equivalent to 4 in spirit, which means at some point it would be nice to just have like a fur production over here sending across to both Ditchwater and to Trelawney. And I could have like 4 of them here would cover basically all of it. But something to look into for later. In this space, right now, am I producing enough seals? I am. So I'm going to increase this, just because I can increase it to make sure it's good to go. We're going to be way overproducing that. You pemmican dude. Let us also load from Demeter seal skin, and we can just load. We can load the seal skin and not worry about the unload. Oh, you know what? If I'm gonna be going through all of that, like if I'm gonna be doing all of this, I might as well load up the sleeping bags on this, and because the charting route's nice, but it only does one thing. Oops, unload. And this can handle 3 slots, so like I might as well do this, and then we can do something. We could do a different trade route if we need to with this one. Let's just delete that guy. I do have these 2 running, which is kind of neat. Give me that brass to Ditchwater. Yeah, I don't think I built a... yeah, I don't have any sort of like warehouse or anything here. It's all just going straight into the dock, which is helpful. The warehouse is here for the coal, which I don't need anymore. Hold up. I'm pretty sure I got most of this from the ship. I'll wait a little bit on it just to make sure it's like
Ready the ropes?
fine. Hey, but we got 2 pemmican from here going back, which means these guys have 10 and we're solid.
Done.
This should be taken care of by these guys. That is annoying though that they are still getting like they're comfortable. They're comfortable and they're still getting sick pretty often. So definitely important to make sure you have these things in here. Speaking of, let's get some park. Wait, did we finish this? Yeah, it's the done that I heard. All right, let's finish this phase. All right, so now we need
Yes.
the hangar
With the
structure.
airships, you'll be the one to find my John and his boys. I'm certain of it.
All right, so an ice cold steel structure of the hangar, just out above the ground. I love the way this looks. We're gonna need steel beams, which we're short 10. We're also gonna need some reinforced concrete, and we actually have the technical workforce. So I'm gonna hold off on starting that right now, but I'm going to send a ship this way. Keep sending ships there, and I'm not sending them back, but I think that's fine. God, that's so creepy. I'm ready and lurking. Yeah, I don't know. Where are you? Oh,
Steer us forth.
I just parked you outside of Eli's.
I am the instrument
Anything good?
to bear out his judgment.
That's kind of neat. Affects oil power plants, extra oil. That's nice.
God scourges.
Let's just grab this one just because I can. And then we'll... Productivity on potato farms for extra schnapps. Okay. If I have the extra space, that'd be fun for opportunity. Anything here? There's that slaughterhouse for tallow. Fisheries.
All Her Majesty asks of me is that I keep the peace.
You can really crank up like how efficient everything is. Like these productivity increases are kind of nuts. Like 40%, but like 40% on top of a powered one, which makes it 200%. That's 240% efficiency. And here's another one of those guys with the steel. Produces iron. Don't think I need him. I have a few of him. Yeah, it's fun to go through here a bit. I saw an actor, but I have a bunch of... Ooh, extra champagne from Vineyards. So I already have this on opportunity, but it's nice to know it's still there. Extra goods, cotton. We don't need cotton. Extra light bulbs. And instead of steam motors, it produces filaments. Now, I don't think we're building cabs yet, but when we do, steam motors is actually pretty expensive. So switching out for filaments, which is like coal and something, like that's actually sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Here's another one with the instead of gold, the building process brass. Which honestly, we don't actually need to worry about too much now that I'm actually sending the gold to the place. So like, do I have a jeweler? I don't think I have a jeweler's, do I? Yeah, I don't have like anything.
The tubes await some throughput.
I like how I turned these off and I'm like full on everything. The saltpeter. I don't think I'm actually making jewelry. But if I did, I think the only thing I'm missing is the pearls. Because the gold is just coming in. So I wouldn't need to change this to gold ore because I have gold coming in. But yeah, we're not building steam carriages yet. So when we do, that item will be pretty good for that.
The milieu is merely ordinary.
Yeah, how are we? So we're definitely not producing enough gramophones to sustain. In the time that I turned it off from last episode, we got 16 back. So like it actually gives us quite a bit back. We just can't supply it to everybody. So that's something to consider. What was I grabbing? I was grabbing... Oh, yeah, that's right. I was grabbing concrete and steel. Double check me on that one. Yes, concrete and steel. Let us do that.
New orders?
Steel. I don't know why I didn't just go to construction. And that's reinforced concrete. Do we need reinforced? Or... Man, I hate this one. I don't, like... Remember. Okay. Is it reinforced concrete? It is. Okay. Just making sure it wasn't like the, because the last stage was like the concrete powder stuff, so... There we go. And honestly, I don't want to send it with anything else because the ship is already slow. Actually, is there a ship item? Did I get a ship item that speeds me up? Nope.
On our way.
All right, get a move on. All right. I guess. Well, I haven't quite cleared all of this fog, so I'll keep you around up here just to clear that fog out. We will need to switch out. When we get some influence, we'll switch out the Celestial with a schooner. Actually, we might need a clipper because it needs at least 3, apparently. Or maybe a schooner and a charter route or something, right? It's like to mix it up a bit. Looks like the Rangers are doing their job, though. Upgrading one of our export goods. Very nice. Actually, is that the wine? It is. Oh, champagne is upgraded, which means our rates is now a 1.4, and we can build more stuff, and we can also have more specialty slots. So it's actually even better because it's not like we're limited to 4. We have 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 as our specialty exports. Only one can be the prime export, but we can have all of these. So very cool, very good stuff. I love how I still have all of this like cotton and fabric and stuff in dishwater that I never used because I switched over to wool. Wow, awesome. Things are going well with tons of gold. How am I doing with this? I'm a little low on that. My wine is coming back up though. That's good. Let's actually switch this out. What if we did gold? How much could we get? 85 versus, what was it, bricks? 85 versus 21. Now 150 is what I come in with when I buy it. So if my ship travels faster than Tobias, this will actually pay for it, which would be kind of neat. We're full on plantains. Linen, felt. I don't know what linen is used in yet. Filaments. Yeah, I need some tallow to get that couch up. Well, I kind of just want to unlock all these things, you know? So like these ones just require having more different exports sending, right? These ones require like giving me hops. Actually, hops might be a good one. I can get hops pretty quick. Kind of knock out the rest of these. That'll be good. I don't know. Little things like that. Ooh. I'm also just delaying time right now for that one ship to get there, and I will get that started. Let's see. Ooh, just collected a gift. Nice.
High above the rest.
One thing that was nice was I got a huge bulk of influence from the museum modules, but the sad part is at this point I can't just keep making museum modules because they cost 10 influence to put down, and then they give me 10 influence for being in range. So unfortunately I can only get 100 more influence from that, which is still a lot. But it's just not, it didn't quite do as much as I needed to do. It's the same thing for like this one, for example. However, I believe there's one policy for influence for engineer residents. But the problem is, of course, I'm not near engineers. However, I think actually, how far is this way? I need a lot more attractiveness to get there. But in Crown Falls, I can put that one building, the extension building of the palace, right in the middle and hit all of the engineers around it, which would be kind of interesting. That might be a good way to do that. I just did a reduced need for food to this area. I don't know why. I could do 200 island storage, but I have so much storage, it's not a problem. Can't get any of these yet. The extra goods from farms would be pretty nice though, because this will hit all of these. 50% productivity from electricity. There's another one. So you can get almost 300% with like an item in this. With electricity on there. Yeah, I'm not seeing too much more things to get influence with. The only other way to get influence that I know of is to increase my population size. But it's requiring me to increase it by a substantial margin every time. So, well, I guess influence from population and investors are slightly different. The sad thing is I have 800 influence. I've just invested it everywhere. So things like, all of the expansion items, which are, commuter piers and islands and things. Now, this one is like, oh, maybe I don't need those commuter piers I built. But it allowed me to unlock the expansion world leader, which is plus 200 workforce everywhere. So like that by itself I think is worth it if I can use these engineers to do something, right? I can also, like, for instance, like if I connected up, or even without, so if I didn't connect up Clayland, look at this. I can actually reduce the size of Clayland. I can just like cut off a bunch of the houses and stuff in here and just make this a production island if I really need to. I think Clayland is self-sufficient though, so I don't really want to touch it. Yeah, it's 446 right now for this island, but like I don't need any of this population. I could really cut it down and have like very bare minimum stuff here, or more grain or more hops. I can make this to a hops only island or something, and I could do that. Things like spirit. Before it's gonna actually, Bear Sands is probably a better example. Bear Sands is 200 right everywhere. So if I ever need to, I could just like build a mine, and there's 50 workers I don't need to make room for. So I could just have it like mine all of these ore and not have to build anything, which is kind of nice. But it's like, where do I get the influence? It's the real question. All right, so you just stocked up on the food, right? How'd that do? Alright, everybody should have schnapps now. Should be comfortable. Alright.
Frigate first class.
Where is that slow frigate with all my supplies? Let's look at this. We could also fast forward a little bit. So we clear these.
Halyard sheets and braces.
Yeah, I've dropped into the 19s as well. What's low? Artisans are fluctuating a little bit.
Coordinates plotted.
And workers. I wonder where it's fluctuating, if it's Ditchwater or if it's Trelawney.
An explosion in one of your factories.
Steady her course.
That's not good. Alright, well, it's about an hour into the episode, so I think I'm going to wrap it up there. All I was doing was kind of stalling for that boat to arrive so I could start the process of starting that phase. I think what I'm going to do is next episode I'm going to come in when that phase is ready to go. And then we can start from there. But I don't want to waste you guys' time while I'm just kind of sitting here installing for a time. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. I'm going to keep clearing some of this fog out. And have a good one. Later.